Oh, don't start squabbling again, you two.
And Donovan, you've got a visitor.
Oh, right you are, Miss Fergus.
Be nice if the rest of you did a bit of work before lunch. Where's Adler?
In the dunny.
I can't hear if you both gabble at once.
In the dunny, Miss Ferguson. You just missed her.
All right. The rest of you put a bit of elbow grease into it. Well,
You silly little buggy, you nearly got us all into strife.
Well, I'm sorry, Lizzie.
Where is Mary, anyhow?
You should know. Haven't you seen her?
Me? Listen, I've been all through this stuff. The rec room, the cells, the hospital. I tell you, she's not in any of them.
Oh, the poor thing. She's probably pining somewhere. All the time she was in hospital, Alfie didn't write to her once. Well, she thinks he's found somebody else.
Alfie? Who's Alfie?
Her boyfriend, Lizzie. Oh, goodness, everybody knows that.
Well, I didn't.
Hey, that's it. She's nicked off to get old Alfie back on side.
Oh, how romantic. She's gone over the wall for the man she loves.
It's only joking, Pixie.
How do we know? You said yourself you hadn't seen her anywhere on the inside. Maybe she is trying to get away. In that case, we've got to keep the screws off her tail for a while. Give her a bit of a fair go.
Yeah. Okay, Lizzie, if you're so sure, how about putting your money where your mouth is? I'll give you 5 to 1 odds on her getting out.
Right. Done. $2.
Right, and while we're at it, I'll give you 10 to 1 that Jude can't beat the rat. Any takers?
You don't bet on her, mate. Jude's one of our mates, in case you've forgotten.
So's Mary. What's the difference where money's concerned?
If I was 20 years younger, I'd tell you the difference with the flat of my hand. I'm just glad Jude isn't here to find out who her mates are.
And isn't it a fact that Hazel Kent's presence at the halfway house caused dissension among the other residents?
No, not exactly.
So
They were
much so
upset-
it could have cost you your livelihood.
Oh, that's bull. I earn a wage. Driscoll's not a boarding house.
Just answer the questions, Miss Bryant.
Well, I'm trying to, but you won't let me finish.
You say Hazel Kent begged you to kill her.
Yeah, that's right.
I must ask you to speak up, Miss Bryant. The jury cannot hear answers.
I said yes.
And yet the Crown has expert testimony to prove that a patient with advanced cerebral glioma could not possibly make a rational decision.
Listen, what are you trying to do to me? She begged me to kill her.
Did she, Miss Bryant? Or did you simply get tired of playing nursemaid to a dying woman?
That's not fair.
Your Honour, I object. Counsel is badgering the witness.
Objection sustained. Counsel will confine himself to questioning, not speculation.
Yes, Your Honour. Now, Miss Bryant, please answer the question, yes or no. Is it not true you wanted to see Hazel Kent dead?
Yes, but you can't
Thank
just...
you. That'll be all.
Wait a minute. I'm
Objection,
killing
Your
her, but
Honour.
you can't do
Overruled.
No more questions, Your Honour.
That workshop's like a sauna. Still got the plates done.
You're a double-crossing bitch, Brenda. What did you think Ferguson was going to do to
Now,
me?
steady on. What's the problem anyway?
Don't try and be clever with me, Brenda. You haven't got the talent for it. So the tape was destroyed, was it?
Yeah?
You're lying. You're blackmailing Ferguson with it. Only she thinks I'm behind it and she's ready to break my neck.
Okay. I just saw a way to make some decent bread, that's all. I know I should have cut you in, but I didn't know how you'd take it.
Then you can cut me in now. If my neck's going to be broken, I want to be paid for
Nobody's going to get hurt. Don's a professional. He can handle Ferguson. She's chicken feed compared to some of his hits.
it. And how much is chicken feed?
5,000.
5. All right, I'll take half and you and your partner can split the rest.
Look, it's your tape, but...
No buts.
Look, this is just the beginning. You and I have got a good thing going here. Let's not cruel it. We can make a small fortune on the drug trade, and fellows will help us keep Ferguson in line.
Forget the snow job, Brenda. Just make sure I get paid.
Okay.
I went down and bailed him out, Auntie Min. It doesn't look good.
Doesn't make sense, Terry. I trained young Billy myself. He's a master at the game. How did the police get onto him?
Well, a mate of mine in the force told me they checked Billy out as a result of a tip-off.
A stoolie? Not one of my babies.
No. Now, I couldn't get a name, but he did say the tip came from a prison officer. That was enough to start them checking, and it didn't take them too long to discover enough evidence to bust him.
Ferguson, it has to be. She wanted to get back at me. She remembered Billy from the time he smuggled the booze in.
I've met her in reception. She's a pretty heavy piece of work, and you better be careful.
Never mind me. Now, you go and look in my blue casserole dish in the saucepan cupboard. There's about $3,000 in cash. Use it for Billy's defence. I don't want you touching the accounts. They could be traced.
What are you going to do?
Never you mind about me, young man. I'm going to take care of Ferguson, and it's long overdue.
You're not mad at me, are you, Min?
Oh, no, of course not, dear. Why?
Oh, well, you've been real quiet ever since you tasted that meatloaf. Mrs. O'Regan reckons I can't cook for nuts, but I thought it was pretty tasty myself. Anyway, they're putting me back in the laundry, Min. Mrs. O'Regan reckons I get under her feet.
Oh, I think it was perfectly lovely, Lizzie, getting a surprise visit from her son. I wish I had a son to visit me. Except, well, he'd be too small to come on his own. He'd have to get his mother to bring him. Oh, did you hear what I just said?
Knock it off, will you? You're giving me heartburn.
Oh, it was all I said. Randy!
Oh, there you are, good love. At least one person's pleased to see you.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, I didn't come in for a suntan. Oh, God, 3 more weeks in this dump.
Oh, well, then you didn't get a nice man to marry you? Oh, Randy, how tragic. I'm so sorry. But still, there are a lot of nice new people here for you to meet. Minnie and Cass, this is Randy.
G'day. Hi. Pleased to meet you, dear. From what Pitts tells me, I didn't think you'd be back.
Neither did I. I still owe someone for that. And as for that bitch Ferguson...
Now, don't you worry about Ferguson. We're all sick and tired of it. Now, everyone, I want you all in the rec room tonight. We're going to have a round table conference to decide what to do about Ferguson.
Hey, Minnie, if you're taking on the freak, I want in on it.
Oh?
Well, I'm not going to tell her or anything. I did her dirty work because she forced me to. All I got for it was a week in the bloody hospital.
Yeah, well, you know I'm real sorry about that, don't you, Francis?
Yeah, it's all right. I've got nothing against you, Cass. No, you don't know.
All right, Francis. But if you even look like double-crossing me, I'm sure Cass will be able to get some sense into you.
Yeah, sure, Min.
Funny fags, eh? Is there anything you're not into, Mitchell?
I wasn't doing nothing. It's just a joint for my own use.
Give it here.
What are you going to do?
That depends. Where did you get it?
Don't you know, Miss Ferguson? Thought you ran all the rackets round here.
It's the big fish I'm after, Mitchell. And I think I know where to find them. So if I were you, I wouldn't go buying any more of that stuff. Because you could be eating hospital food again, if you can still chew. Just remember, Mitchell, I don't go along with drugs in my prison.